Guys, this is Diana and this is Midnight Moon Tarot. This reading is for the astrological sign of Sagittarius, and I'm here to interpret the cards to you the way that I read them is intuitively. I'm born during a lunar eclipse, which when someone is born during a lunar eclipse, it tends to make them a little more intuitive, and I just want you to understand that this is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius, and it may not resonate with everyone, so just take what does resonate with you. It could also relate to another person that you're involved with, or were involved with, or thinking of being involved with. The very first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and shuffle these cards and just jump right into your reading. What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? I'm going to do this one more time. What are the love messages you have for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? The card on the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. Okay, it's also number 2 in the Major Arcana, and the number 2 throughout the tarot deck, like when you have the Two of Wands, or the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Cups, and so on. Twos always relate to making a decision, and being that it is a major arcana, we're going to focus this reading, this energy for this reading is focused mainly on decisions that you're going to need to make. Ooh. It's a lot of like weird energy going on tonight. So I'm going to divide your cards up. I always divide into 4 piles. It seems to work best for me. I like this third stack here. A lot of people divide into 3. 4 I always feel more comfortable with. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and lay your cards out and see what's going on here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle these cards completely again. These are exactly the same cards, that were in the Leo reading just a moment ago. So rather than just completely start over, and you guys know that I shuffled like 4 or 5 times here, so I'm going to reshuffle these cards more. Okay. Now if they still come up the same, then we're just going to keep them. What are the messages for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? Okay, these cards jumped out. It's the King of Cups and the Six of Swords. Okay, so I'm just going to set these right here, and we'll bring those into our reading as we go along. Okay. See how they relate to the reading. What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? What are the love messages for Sagittarius for this one for the third week of July 2019? It's Ace of Swords. Okay. I'm going to shuffle again. What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the third week of July 2019? just want to make sure that they're shuffled really good. Okay, and one more time, and then I will go ahead and divide them up and then lay out the spread for you. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Yes, these are looking much different. Okay. All right. The first cards that I've drawn for you are the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles. All right. This energy tells me that you've been working really, really hard. You've been trying to work towards something. You want to be really grounded, and where things may not have been going so great for a while, you keep your hard work up, and it's going to change, and you're going to see good things coming towards you. Now, this could be work, but this is a love reading. But generally, this card represents hard work. You could be working hard on yourself to bring about good changes in your life. You could have been working to better yourself, to make yourself more open and receptive to love. Okay, so we have the King of Swords in reverse as well as the Death card. And this is major air energy right here. And the King of Swords is always very practical, and he uses his head. He doesn't make decisions based on feelings or emotions or his heart. He basically very level-headed. He doesn't let emotions get in the way at all. And you may be with this King of Swords energy. You may be cutting someone out of your life, but also this King of Swords may be ending a relationship with you, or you might have recently been involved with an air sign, and it's over, and he's ending it for you. And because sometimes, Sagittarius, we're so busy running around and playing, you know, Sagittarius, kind of like the gypsies and adventurers, and focused on being social, like, you know, a social butterfly. And when I say that, it's not necessarily directed towards female. It could be male just as well. Okay. So you've got the card that's repeatedly come up in almost every reading in the last 5 or 6 readings. You have the Page of Wands, and you will be having some communication come in from Aries or another fire sign. It really feels Aries-ish to me. This eclipse, this card, I love this card. It's the Eight of Cups. You know, you're walking away. You've had enough, or your partner's had enough. But this feels more like it's your energy. So even if this King of Swords has eliminated you from their life and that relationship is over, do be aware that you will have communication coming in from someone. Go ahead and walk away. Don't look back. Don't look back at you know, anybody that is going to just eliminate you from your life. Like, you don't need them in your life anyway. Just walk away. Don't even look back. He's not looking back. Just keep going. Okay? And you may be very well pleased. Okay? We have the Lovers, and we have the Five of Cups. And while he is sitting here, focused on these 3 cups that are spilled, there are 2 very full cups just behind him, just waiting. So when you do walk away, this energy that's coming towards you, this other fire sign that is like a kindred spirit. Excuse me. It's like a kindred spirit. It's going to be there waiting for you. We do have the solar eclipse coming up on the 16th, which is just a couple of days. And that is a very good time to set this in other readings as well. It's like the total eclipse of the heart. Just walk away, just to get over it. They're going to cut you out of your life. You don't need that. Just keep going. This fire sign is going to come in. Don't waste too much time. Don't waste too much time worrying about it, because this is going to be a true love for you. It's going to be a sacred and divine union that's blessed and very fulfilling to you. So once you are past all these energies over here, your luck will be changing. And even though the other relationship may be over, you have one that's coming in pretty soon, probably, you know, by the end of the week, during the third week. You do have your swords, your Ace of Swords. You have your King of Cups. Okay, and you have your Six of Wands. So where you move on, and you've eliminated and you've left the other person, the other relationship behind you, and your new love comes in, then you can accept this new love that's coming in. This is going to be a very blessed union. It's going to be very sacred. You're going to protect it at all costs. You know, it's going to be somebody that has your back as well as you have theirs. There's going to be really great trust in this relationship. Your next card is the High Priestess. And so it does look like it's going to be very soulful and a very spiritual relationship, deep soul connections. And you are going to bring about, is going to bring about a lot of really solid feelings here. The Two of Pentacles, you know, there's a lot of tumultuous water and things going on here. He's playing with his coins. He's juggling his pentacles. He's having a good time. He's not even aware. It's like on the Titanic when the men were playing the violins and the little string quartet, while the Titanic was sinking. So you have all these shipwrecks. You have all these shipwrecks going on back here, and he is just oblivious to it because his love is so deep, because it's such a deep spiritual bond. It's like on a whole complete different level. You connect in the ether, and you are able to experience this deep, deep soul love, okay? All right, and then you have your Page of Pentacles. And again, this is more communication. You may have job offers coming in that may take you to a completely different city. It may be where you meet your King of Cups, you know? All right. And absolutely. Very next card up is the Queen of Pentacles. So it very well may be a job offer in another city where you are possibly going to meet this person. If you do if you do meet this Queen of Pentacles, and I say this in all my readings, just because this is a queen does not mean it is a female. If you're a female, it could be a man who has very strong feminine energy. And I don't mean like, you know, like the divine energy, divine feminine and the divine masculine, but he's more aware of his feminine qualities and an understanding of that. You will both be focused on building a home and stability and family and bringing those things about. You know, what everybody's been working for, their home, their white picket fence. There may even be a marriage come from this. It's just some very, very good feelings here when you have your Lover's card, and you have the synchronicities, and you have the 1111, which again is your angel numbers blessing this union, and then that way you know that it is just a very deep, soulful, and blessed union. It seems like this is your reward for making it through difficult times. Okay. This is a true soulmate connection. It's not twin flame at all. You may have already worked through that in your life, or this may be preparing you for when you meet your twin flame later. But this just seems like this is going to be the one. This is the one that you'll be sharing the rest of your life with. And this is something you wanted for a great while, and you've completely manifested this into your life. You want to have that feeling where, you know, you were having really hard times, you were struggling, and you just call out to the universe. It's like, I can't do this alone anymore. And the universe manifested and brought you your one true love and your helper. This energy is going to be coming in really, really fast. Really fast. This is something you're not even going to see coming. You're going to be very happy when it does, but it's going to be something that's so completely unexpected while you were sitting there with a broken heart and being abandoned by this air, by this feels like a Gemini, it really does. And while you were mourning over it, and you were hurting, and you knew that it didn't feel right, and so yes, you decided that you'd had enough, and it wasn't right for you. And no matter how much you loved them, you made the right decision in turning your back and walking away and changing that, I guess, period of bad luck. You know, there's lucky in love, and some of us are not lucky in love, but it looks to me like you're going to be very lucky in love. And again, you have the strength. Use all your strength to get past this ending here, and just persevere and hang on and trust that the universe has you, has your best interest for your greater good to bring about your soulmate into your life. Okay, all right, and the card on the bottom of the deck was Justice. And so this is something that's been well deserved. This is something that, you know, everybody talks about karma. Karma's not always bad. Sometimes karma gives you rewards. Sometimes you receive like everything you've ever hoped for because of all the openness and honesty and the lessons that you learned. And carried with you and made the best of all situations and didn't hurt other people. This is you receiving that love there. And you have Three of Wands, and Three of Wands is, you know, he's between these two. He has one behind him. He's looking forward towards the future, and is he's really feeling that it's going to be bright. You see all this beautiful golden light shining down, and he's looking ahead, thinking about all the possibilities. And this Nine of Swords is in reverse. That whole nightmare that you were in before, it's over. It's over. And of course you have the Fool, a 0 in the major arcana, and it's just new beginnings. It's being lighthearted and happy and just taking a leap of faith and jumping right in. You know, sometimes if we knew everything that could go wrong in a situation, sometimes we would just choose to never do it. But like when we're young at heart, and this is how your soulmate is going to make you feel, it's like anything is possible. Yes, let's move to another city. Yes, let's get married. Let's do that. You know, I tell people sometimes about my parents, and you know, my stepfather married my mom when I was about 3 years old. And I didn't know her very long at all, maybe just a few weeks. And they were married well over 50 years. And they had such a connection. And that's the kind of energy that I feel coming off these cards is, you know, you sometimes you want something to eat, you don't know what it is. When you see it, you know it. You're looking for something to wear when you're out shopping and nothing seems right, and then you see this one thing and it's perfect. Sometimes, you know, I watch the show called Say Yes to the Dress, and the other day this bride came in, and the very first dress she put on, she just knew it. No questions. She just knew that was the one. And they go, don't you want to try some more on? And she tried on 5 or 6 more gowns, but you know, that first one, it was her heart. So you're going to have that type of recognition when you meet your soulmate, when that does make manifest in your life. Hang on, I can't find my lovers. Here they are. Yes. So it is going to come in very, very, very fast. After this eclipse, after you walk away and have just set it aside, you have to clear out all those old energies for your new energies to come in. And when you do, you will find the love of your life. And this was just an awesome and amazing reading for you, Sag. And I'm just so happy for you. And I just want to thank you all for taking time out of your day to watch my video. And if you would like a personal reading, my links are down below. You can contact me at midnightmoontarot@gmail.com. And I have links to my social media up ahead in the channel art at the top of the page. And I'd like you to join me there at Facebook as well as Instagram. All right, and I just want to thank you all so much